In a world basically where there's 1,000 options for you to buy hosting, not a lot of developers are going to tell you what hosting providers to actually stay away from. Today, my job is to tell you what hosting providers you should stay away from. Let's get to it. All right, number 3, Just Host. Just Host, to summarize in 2 points: very bad customer support. Number 2, very bad pricing for the features that you get, which you can get in any other hosting provider that's not owned by a company called Endurance International Group. To get further details and you want to get reference for that, you can check out Trustpilot reviews. As you can see, it's getting average reviews. One of the highest reviews that they get is 1 star. 66% of people are giving it on Trustpilot 1 star for the 2 reasons that I just mentioned. First off, like I said, very bad pricing and very bad features. Okay. Also, if you even go into their features, let's get started now. Let's see whatever they're providing. As you could find, that Bluehost is right now Just Host. So Bluehost is also something that's we should avoid. Is something by Endurance International Group. Anything that's by Endurance International Group, just know that you'll get bad support, bad security, and some kind of ecosystem that they have in their servers that is going to clog everything up for you. With that said, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is HostGator. I really wanted to like HostGator. That's the problem. HostGator was it's not like the worst plan and everything, but the problem is that they have 2 major problems. Number 1 is security. Number 2 is their customer support. And as an honorable mention for people that experience this, I personally experienced this, and not a lot of people would believe us, but this genuinely happened because of HostGator. If you post your normal information, your account information, like your email, your actual name, your number, or whatever you have on your actual account name, like your account information, I'm sorry, not your domain register information. The domain register is different. Domain register, if you go into Whois, for example, and you just search on Whois, and just search for any website. Let's just search google.co. Or just google.com. All right. You'll find that there's some kind of information about the website. As you can see, register information. That is what you're supposed to see. Okay. Even on HostGator, that's what you're gonna see as well. You're not gonna find out that it's on the register information over here. But what they do actually is they take your data with a couple of other people's data and they sell it as a package for scammers online. Wherever they sell it. I had that personally happen with me with a client of mine, and it was horrible. Literally for a couple of months, they just kept on attacking, spamming whatever emails, spamming whatever we had. Is just really bad. If you do not believe me, here's an article by znet.com. If you don't trust the Reddit reviews and the core reviews, I wouldn't as well. But zdnet.com seems like a legit website, so you can read the article also as well by David Kurtz over here. This is in 2021, by the way. This is 2025 right now, and they're still having the same issue. Number 3, and I don't think anybody is gonna argue with me on what I am saying right now. GoDaddy is probably one of the worst hosting providers that you should avoid. You're gonna be surprised. What GoDaddy? GoDaddy is it has so many good reviews, and GoDaddy is good. It isn't. It's very bad. Okay. 2 reasons: crappy customer support. Number 2 is that they have their own stupid ecosystem that they try to act like if it's good, but it's not. they're just gonna blame whatever that's happening on the server or on the website on you. Why? Because they have their own ecosystem still in today. Okay. Number one is that they're still using Apache servers in 2025, while most of the other hosting providers are using Lightspeed servers, which is so much faster compared to Apache servers. Number two, you always find conflicts with plugins, caching plugins, security plugins also as well can exhaust your memory and your CPU. So you need to have some kind of like setting adapted for GoDaddy. Let me show you an example for the caching. If I go and search caching GoDaddy, you'll find so much articles on troubleshooting caching issues in GoDaddy that at that point you'll start believing that you're actually the problem. But if you take the website and you go on any other like good hosting provider, you'll find that your website is working fine. The problem is in GoDaddy's servers. So like I said, they have a problem in caching, they have a problem in customer support, and worse than that, what happened to me a couple of times is that I take a website from GoDaddy and I take it on any other hosting providers, and I just find out that it's filled with malware, and just GoDaddy didn't even like their server like malcure scanner or their like malware scanner did not detect anything. Even if it's something suspicious, it should be flagged, you know. Even if it's a false positive, it should be flagged, and then you like whitelist it, okay? But no, nothing. And personally as well, I had a problem with the RAM. It kept on a couple of websites just exhausting, and they like on other websites that on other servers that had the same exact specifications did not have that issue. So just to summarize, caching problems, bad customer support, very bad ecosystem, and on top of all of that, you're not getting what you're paid for. You're actually probably paying even more compared. If you go into the pricing, you'll find that their like basic package is pretty good in terms of pricing, but what you're getting for that is very bad. Okay, I'll show you that just in a moment. Not really interested in showing you their packages to not like promote for anything like that for them. But what I'm trying to say is that their packages are very bad. Just stay away from GoDaddy. You'll find 1,000 articles even talking better than me on GoDaddy. Okay? Why is GoDaddy so bad? Why is GoDaddy support so bad? Do yourself a favor and stay out from GoDaddy. And these are like in different periods of time, 2022, 2019, it's 2022 as well. A lot of people just agree that GoDaddy is very bad. Okay? Another honorable mention that I'm going to say before we end the video, and then we're going to get to Endurance International Group to end the video with, is WP Engine. A lot of people are going to be mad at me for this, but WP Engine, it's not bad, okay? The problem with it is that you're getting so much less for what you're paying, okay? Plans, as you can see, the least plan that you could get, I think, is like 25 euros a month. It's 24. Look at what you're getting. One site, 25,000 visits per month, 10 gigabytes of storage. They don't even mention what 10 gigabytes of storage is, if it's like an NVMe or HDD or SSD. Anything else, like, why do I have to pay you 3 euros a month to automatically update plugins? That is stupid. You can just keep your native, okay, and just enable auto updates. By something like WP Engine or GoDaddy, you'll find a problem with that, and I would stick away from WP Engine because you're paying so much for nothing. The last thing I want to mention, just to summarize for you all of the hosting providers that you should stay away from, like worldwide, Okay, it's gonna be Endurance International Group. Okay, you'll find 1,000 articles on Endurance International Group and why you should avoid it, and actually you'll be surprised with the amount of sub companies that they own. You got HostGator, you got Bluehost, like Just Host also as well is owned by EIG, because it's Bluehost and Just Host just merged, like I think like 3 or 2 years ago. So yeah, here it is, Just Host as well. Try to stick away from anything that's EIG, and also as well that is like WP Engine, right? The last thing I'm going to say today to you guys, if you want to check out one of the best hosting providers, you can check out this article by wpme.com. The recommendations that they have over here is not bad at all. Actually, they're very good. So in A2 hosting, it's very good hosting. InMotion hosting is very good. I tried it before, and the website is very fast. It's automatically gets the plugins auto updated with their system. You know, like they have kind of like a auto animated like plugin without native updates that you have to do from like WordPress, and just enable auto updates and then enable auto updates in the theme and so on. And also Hostinger, it's not mentioned over here, but Hostinger does not have the best servers, I'm not gonna lie, but Hostinger has really good pricing for what you're getting. All right, if I compare Hostinger and I compare WP Engine and their like their starting plan, you'll find that Hostinger has such a better starting plan. And something I want to mention that all of the hosting companies do, and you need to watch out for this. This is going to happen to you at some point of time. This is probably the most important thing if you got to the end of the video. Make sure to read what the website pricing is going to be per monthly after the offer period that they're getting. As you can see on Hostinger over here, this renews at $14 per month for their business package. For the cloud startup, it renews at $25. Compared to something like WP Engine, if I go into plans and pricing, again, the least package that you can buy from them, 24 euros. As you can see, is very bad. You get one site. Over here, you're getting 25 websites. You're getting 25 gigabytes of SSD storage. Over here, you're getting 10 gigabytes. They're telling you you're getting 75 gigabytes of bandwidth per month. Over here, they don't really mention the bandwidth that you're getting, but I never really had any problems with the bandwidth on Hostinger, unless you like you're using like a lot of stuff that's happening in the background, which is gonna like take basically the usage of your server. And any other hosting provider, it's not Hostinger's issue, it was my issue. And as you can see, you don't have to pay 3 euros each month to get automated plugin updates. And as you can see, each additional site is 16 euros. So if I want to have like 4 more websites, 7 more websites, that's what I'm gonna pay. That's a whole nother plan. On Hostinger, I already have 25 websites that I can host from the shittiest plan that you could buy. So what I'm trying to say is just make sure you're putting your money in the right place. Search a lot before you pay for hosting, because this is something that will stay for you for a couple of years, at least for a year. Probably not a lot of people just buy like the monthly plan because it's like very bad in pricing. And one last thing is that at the end of the day, all of these are businesses and they're looking out for themselves. So you should look out for yourself as well and buy the best product or the best package for yourself. If you also want a recommendation on the WordPress REST API projects, I would recommend Kinsta and Cloudways. Stay away from WP Engine. Stay away from anything that's Endurance International Group. Watch out for your money. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked the video. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. This was AGWS, and peace, you guys.